Manatee County 911.
Attention, a crash has occurred in a Ford vehicle. Press 1 at any time for location information, or press 0 at any time. Sending location. A vehicle crash has occurred at the following coordinates. Latitude 27.510. Line open.
Hello, this is 911. We got an automatic crash notification. Is there is everything okay? Hello?
Yeah, everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay.
Okay, what, was there an accident or was it a faulty notification?
No, I just had someone swerve in front of me, so I swerved out, and it's something, but I'm okay.
Okay, are there any injuries?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, no, any fuel or fire hazards?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, where did this occur at so I can get a law enforcement started for you?
Babe, hey.
Sheriff's Office, Operator 29, recorded line.
ECC, transfer you an open line reference to a non-injury vehicle accident, estimated 134 Greyhawk Boulevard.
Thank you. Was HP notified?
It's showing it's inside a gated neighborhood.
Thank you. This is Operator 29 on a recorded line. Where are you located? Hello? Sheriff's Office, hello?
Hey, are you okay? I need you to get in my car. I need you to get in my car right now. Okay?
Sheriff's Office?
Hi, we're good. We're good. I'm so sorry.
Where's the vehicle located?
Hey, we're good. I'm so sorry. There was little fender bender. We're okay. We're okay. Thank you.
No, we are sending a car out. We need to know the
Oh,
location.
that's okay. That's okay. No, we're totally good.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Jessica Kruse. We are so good.
Happened about 15 minutes sooner, I'd have worked it for you. I'm trying to go home.
Oh, man.
I'm here till 8.
Take care of yourself.
I'm trying to look and see how this went down. She's lying. That's his driver's license and his registration. I don't have the insurance. This is probably her coming back up, the wife.
Okay.
She went and dropped him off at home. He's intoxicated. But when I got here, he was out of the car, in her car. And then there was nobody that stopped to say that they saw him in the car. He's admitting to being in the car driving. She's admitting to him being in the car and driving, but it is what it is. Single vehicle accident, no property damage or anything like that. He is a county commissioner, FYI. So that's why she's going to be very political with you. Very polite, so just take it for a grain of salt.
Okay.
He was obviously drinking. He's got a LaCroix in the front seat. He couldn't explain to me how his shirt got wet. Well, it's because he had a LaCroix in his hand when he freaking crashed into the tree, probably. So that just tells you more so that he's intoxicated. She's working on getting a tow truck here. If you just scratch out a freaking single vehicle crash deal, she can wait for the tow truck. You wouldn't have to wait for it being off the roadway. Perfect. I was just trying to look at I was trying to see where the tires went, but it looks like he just missed this tree. Looks like he came up here somewhere. I can't tell where he came up on the curb at. Oh, it must have been right there.
Hello, it's right there. Oh, yeah, okay. See both.
So, and then you got the two down there that's the tires chirping, and then he made it up onto the curb and smacked into the tree. Her story is she was driving behind him, and his story after the fact is that somebody cut him off. They pulled around him. She said somebody just cut him off. He said that somebody came around him and cut him off passing, and he lost control of the car because the way the road is. Which, if you're doing the proper speed, he wouldn't have that much crush damage on his system. So that's just my traffic investigation.
No, it's
crap. But
definitely.
it's just easy, simple single vehicle crash. Anything for me?
No, thank you, sir.
Manatee is DUI, west 100 west.
EQ3W.
Sure, 7371, 49 business. North 70. Sure, 70, how are you?
North 710, 98, who's Victor?
Number, sure, 73, number 8.
Check.
20.
Yeah, I kind of gave her the riot act, gave her the what for about not giving me the right statements and stuff
North
like that.
710, top of Metro.
She's a little emotional. She knows this could have been bad,
Number.
especially who her husband is.
Yeah.
And she understands she won't have to, that you're probably not going to wait until she's on the phone with AAA now, I think.
Okay, perfect.
All right?
Thank you, LT.
All right, man.
Have a good night, man.
Thank you.
41 status.
No, wait.
27.
Baker 1321.
Baker 1321.
Can you clear me for one off of this so far?
Sure.
And if you did something with my signal 15 screen, can you clear me in Marion, 87, please?
Number 27.
So many options.
Lincoln 114.
Lincoln 114.
Reference to video in the backlog. I see one of those laundering companies that's not 97 without people in a pool. We tried to attempt the property owner, but the number is disconnected. Can you guys?
Grab it.
10-4,
Hello.
Hey, Mark's gonna send me over here to the interstate.
Okay.
Do you want to send what's this over? See if he'll come over.
It's fine.
Huh?
It's fine. I'll just sit here and work.
I was turning on the fucking Oprah Manatee, and he sends me a message over here. Like, okay, but
No sweat. I already started the form anyway, so good.
oh, did you? What you want, the track form or?
I pulled the case number and started the tracks form as well.
I got you.
Just trying to get this done so I can go pee. Well, I was on my way to go pee and then the dispatch me the hell over here, so working on that.
He could have waited to go to fucking district for that fucking night. Alright, I'll let you up in a minute.
Alright,
Let
see
me
ya.
see what I gotta do here and I'll...
What's up? The real question is, was he signal 1 or not? So, I'll tell you after. It's political. We don't have a real witness as a commissioner.
Yeah, Kilo 51, the front door is going to be unsecured. And you're probably going to get it on activation.
That's fine. You have all night to get it out whenever you can. No worries. You got a good phone number for Mr. Kruse?
941
Yes, ma'am.
321 6393. That's his cell phone.
Perfect.
And then my cell phone is 941 896 2719.
Alrighty.
Manatee Drive, West of Clear Center, West of Clear Center, 20 hours.
About how?
Where is
Wherever you want. It's your vehicle. You could have it towed to your house if you wanted to.
I guess I should like get it towed to an automotive place though.
Be a
No,
good idea. We can get it started. Do you know about how fast you guys were going?
I was not. I was
So
behind him a couple.
yeah, but how fast were you guys driving down the road? Do you know about what speed you were going?
I was not in front, right behind him. I was a little ways back.
Okay, how fast was he going from what you could tell?
30.
30? Okay.
The clicker,
Right.
you know, like the gate clicker back there, was not on the visor when I was pulling out his briefcase and like the pizza and like all those things I was pulling out. That was not on there. It was on the floor.
Okay.
So only makes me think that that wasn't working, and then somebody had pulled around him because it went on the. I don't know. I wasn't in the car, and he was a little shooken up. I don't know.
It's fine. I'm just writing the vehicle crash, that's all. I'm sure he already told you what he needed to tell you. I'm not gonna yell at you. It's not my job. Just here to do the crash and make sure you get on your way. That's all.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Are you going to be me?
Yeah, more text me.
Are you going to Signal 177710 Lake Vista Court North
10-4, 14,000 cattle and Egrant Place.
10-4, 3 hours 71.
Good.
They've been unable to make such a rescue order so far. They're going to keep us testing. I didn't let them know about the upstairs door.
Yeah, I'll try to lock it up. Thank you.
Try to on.
Junior 45.
Sure, 45.
Can you have me the address and the notes so I can do a restart for an update?
10-4, this is 20 is 15641, County Road 675. That's 15641, County 25. Silver?
Super. Okay, man, he can 56 on attached.
Sure, 45, you 56.
Yeah, we're there.
23.
3 radio.
3 radio.
Can you double check with the plan? I think this is a condo complex. That's the one I'm thinking of. We couldn't even get into the main door to the entrance, but I'll need a unit number.
10-4. How are you doing?
Good.
So I'm going to try to find that unit number for you. I ran her 27. I tried not to quit her. That's why she moved recently.
I'm sorry, what was most recently? My Bodycam blared you out.
I tried her 27 to her apartment, but there is no return on that. She's coming back to her 1020. She moved recently.
Yeah, I saw that. And the emergency contacts him, the spouse at this address, but no unit number. Thanks, Manatee. I'll try.
Try to do that.
R71.
2R71.
Jim, 3R72. Run up to.
3R72 or 2. 3R72 or 2. 3R72 North 2. Try me. Signal 814151 Southwood Road, North 40.
00151 from Oasis Road.
2030.
Ring 11.
311.
351 to the port, 1015. Starting 146.
2030. on 41 status.
Right.
Show on 45.
Share on 45.
The car on that signal 80 call back in. It's going to be a emergency circumstance or the vehicle driver.
Definitely.
Sorry.
So that's what I thought. There's about 50 units over 3 floors here. There's no directory, just a call box. And that's not even what our name is yet. I have no way of checking it.
Zephyr, the mother's actually line right now saying that we can go ahead and 56 to be able to reach her.
There you go.
26. North 21, something right with 16 Bayshore Road, 7th Street, East Northam.
Sorry, North 21, 51.
21.
Is 40 minutes for the tow truck.
I'm also going to give him a citation. I think he's coming up very light with that, just so we're on the same boat. I know you understand the other portion of this, and like the other deputy said earlier, there's not much we can do, simply because of the fact that he got lucky that no one stayed behind, but this could have gone very badly.
I know.
So I'm just going to give him a citation for careless driving, since he hit the tree, and he's in a crash, and that's that. Okay?
you.
Of course.
We have not had to deal with any of this kind of thing, and
Things happen. Just let's try to make better decisions if we can next time. That's all.
oh my God, yes.
That is all. I'm glad everybody's okay, and that's all that matters.
Oh, me too. I do appreciate that. And then we'll be towing it as a drop-off to the automotive.
You got a second? Sorry. Here's the stuff back.
Perfect. Okay. So are we all set? Because I have the officer here.
Yeah, you're fine. Yep, you're totally fine.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate your assistance, and I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay, no problem. Stay safe and good luck with everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good night.
You're welcome.
This is all the information you're going to
Bye-bye.
need for the claim. So the case number's on top, there's my name at the bottom, and all the info
Oh,
about this.
throwing stuff around.
Just flew right out. There's that.
Thank you.
This one here is going to be the citation. Options are on the back. Basically, he's got 30 days to either fight it, take it to court, go to the school, whatever it is he wants to do.
Okay.
Choice. But it's careless driving, like I said. That is the fee for it.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Best of
Not at
luck
all.
for everything. I hope that you show up sooner.
Thank
I know
you.
they take a while, so I'm glad everybody's okay, like I said. That's all that matters.
That is all that matters, and I am glad as well.
Yep.
And I cannot thank you enough for your assistance and your help and everything that you do. And, gosh, this was not how I wanted to end my evening.
Sorry to hear that. I know it happens, but I hope you have a better night.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
He swerved and ended up hitting this, and his airbag went off, and so now he's kind of a little out of it, and that's my car, and I just kind of slammed on the brakes. I don't I didn't see anything that happened. I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. Let me talk to him real quick. What's his name?
George Kruse.
George Kruse? Okay.
Did somebody call you?
Yeah. The whole neighbor. I'm working the special detail in here, and everybody keeps driving up to me.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah. So where's he at?
Hey babe, how you feeling?
Let me come around to that other side and talk to him. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell me what happened?
I was coming through the gate and somebody cut me off and blew right past me, and I tried to like hit my brakes and curve around them and just cut a curb.
Okay. So you're saying that somebody was going around you?
Somebody cut. I mean, our whole road's being ripped up, so they try to curve around me. So I hit my brakes and I just swerved over here.
Okay. All right. Why's your shirt wet? What's going on with your shirt?
Is it sweat?
It's a sweat. Because
from the airbag?
The airbag just.
Well, the airbag doesn't have water in it, so.
It doesn't have water. Why is there water?
Because I'm stressed.
Stress. Okay. All right. We got EMS coming to check you out. Okay. All right. So just stay in the car for me. Do you have your license on you?
Do you need EMS?
I don't need EMS.
Well, we'll have them at least come check you out. The airbag deployment and stuff like that, you want to have them at least looked at.
I live a half mile from this house.
Okay. All right, just hang out for me, okay? I'll be back with you in a second. Okay.
08598. 08598.
08598.
Hey, Mike, you there? Hey, Mike, let me call you back in a second. Hey, Mike. Baker. Wrong group.
East 2. Cops, north.
Baker 1321.
I was trying to raise you. EC's asking what injuries there are with that signal for.
Oh, it's airbag deployment, head-on collision with a tree. So he doesn't really have any injuries to entail per him at the moment.
Zephyr. Indoors is Kruse 100. Kruse 100. 90% hours.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a West Side person. I didn't change my radio group. U65, the 28.
Go ahead.
Ida Edward Queen 3 William IEQ 3W on a white Ford F-150 so far.
So far.
And if you can have a traffic unit go to 2.
Any traffic units monitoring north? Sure, 45.
North 2.
Anybody on 2?
One to a possible east side, but what they got on site? I heard it going, jumping.
Is the signal 4 vehicle versus a tree now possible? Signal 1. Baker 1320, Deputy under 43.
Yeah, I just need somebody to go to 2 so that way I can describe it to them. I don't think they're going to work it anyway.
Right there.
I want to go, sorry.
Hey, vehicle versus tree, single vehicle, no other property damage. The driver is impaired of something. However, he was not in the vehicle when I got on scene. He was in his wife's vehicle.
Do we have any wheel witness or holding out on scene?
No, 54. Nobody stayed. So we have no independent witness. I just wanted to run it by you guys and be sure that we weren't going to do anything with it. All right, 10-4. I'll get a patrol unit to come work the crash. All right, 10-4.
North.
Pruitt. Well, hold on a second. Drives me fucking crazy. There it is.
11.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Go ahead.
724, 10 time P, valid 1027.
10-4, thank you. 3 North 65, another. My name.
Go ahead.
Last name, Ayers, Adam, Young, Edward, Robert, Sam, first name Joseph, John, Ocean, Sam, Edward, Paul, Henry, middle initial as Mary, date of birth 9103 on a white male.
1952.
Go ahead.
1054, 10 time P, valid 1027.
No more thing.
3 Nor, 81 status.
81, 10-4.
Baker 1321.
Baker 1321.
Just for 43, EMS will not be 51 with just airbag deployment and no confirmed entries.
All right, so
1951.
does he have his license on him?
Yes.
Can I get that from him?
Get his
Number,
license.
go ahead.
Yes. Give your license, please.
My name's Nick Height. We are in Charles, Hole, Ida.
There you go.
Thank you.
First name Jessica. John.
Are you still the dates and place address?
Yes. Yes. In fact, our daughter just drove by with
2891.
her soccer teammate.
Okay.
She got all freaked out.
Go ahead and call a tow truck. Start getting that on the way.
Okay. Can I bring him home so he can settle down, and then he'll handle this tow truck situation? We're right here on Daisy. This is Daisy.
What do you mean? Like you're gonna drop him off at home and then?
And then he can go home with my daughter. Just drove by
Okay.
with her soccer teammate.
Yep, that's
So,
fine.
can I drop him off with her?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can handle this?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. I'll be right back. You want my license?
No, you're fine.
CPI 29. CPI 29. 1087. 94.
Did what?
That.
Crash the truck?
Whatever.
Are you? The dude freaking crashed into a tree.
Dude, did you miss the road?
No, he's drunk.
41, 13, 517, which has the street.
Just can't do a DUI because nobody can put him behind the wheel. When I got here, he was in his wife's car.
Oh my god.
He's a very. Are you here to work the crash?
No, I'm going to work. I'm going to be late today.
Oh, that's right. You're on the island.
Hey,
I forgot about that.
Don't let me piss this guy off.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Hey, man, you too. I'm glad you're out there.
All right.
Sure, that's relaxing.
Shot 31.
Right?
Here's 59, confirmed, no bond.
10-4, show me 150.
19. Sam 115, I'm having an 81 for EMS requesting as party 2, I-7 northbound, exit 220, north 70.
The drone from B3.
Denver, that's 148, party 2.
Oh, yeah, 10-4, you dispatched me as well.
Denver, east side's going to be 51 as well.
No.
Thanks, Anna.
41 on the report, one female, trade violation, 8-7.
Dude, he did. He just missed this fucking tree. I'm trying to figure out if he... What's up, man? If it would have happened about 15 minutes sooner, I'd have worked it for you. I'm trying to go home. I'm here till 8. I'm trying to look and see how this went down. She's lying. That's his driver's license and his registration. I don't have the insurance. This is probably her coming back up, the wife.
Okay.
She went and dropped him off at home. He's intoxicated. But when I got here, he was out of the car, in her car. And then there was nobody that stopped to say that they saw him in the car. He's admitting to being in the car and driving. She's admitting to him being in the car and driving, but it is what it is. Single vehicle accident, no property damage or anything like that. He is a county commissioner, FYI. So that's why she's going to be very political with you. Very polite, just take it for a grain of salt. He was obviously drinking. He's got a LaCroix in the front seat. He couldn't explain to me how his shirt got wet. Well, it's because he had a LaCroix in his hand when he freaking crashed into a tree, probably. So that just tells you more so that he's intoxicated. She's working on getting a tow truck here. If you just scratch out a freaking single vehicle crash deal, she can wait for the tow truck. You wouldn't have to wait for it being off the roadway. I was just trying to look at as I was trying to see where the tires went, but it looks like he just missed this tree. It looks like he came up here somewhere. I can't tell where he came up on the curb at. Oh, it must have been right there. There it is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, and then you got the two down there that's the tires chirping, and then he made it up onto the curb and smacked into the tree. Her story is she was driving behind him, and his story after the fact is that somebody cut him off. They pulled around him. She said somebody just cut him off. He said that somebody came around him and cut him off, to pass him, and he lost control of the car because the way the road is. Which, if you're doing the proper speed, he wouldn't have that much crush damage on his foot. So that's just my traffic investigation crap. But it's just easy, simple single vehicle crash. You need anything from me? All right.
Representative. I love that everything is technological nowadays. Yes, live agent, please. Thank you.
Okay. This deputy's going to do a traffic crash, single vehicle. You understand your husband could go to jail for intoxicated driving, so you need to just talk to him about that. He's obviously impaired. It's obvious. This kind of crush depth for this kind of crash, he was not doing the speed limit that this road requires. If he's saying that somebody went around him...
I will say, though, that this asphalt has been a complete shit show.
Oh, I agree.
And if you get one wrong swerve, it can cause you to go, and people are
to a degree. If you're driving the speed limit that he should have been driving, that would not have been the case. You can hold control of your vehicle. It's not that slippery. I've driven up and down this road for the last 4 hours, okay, at the posted speed limit, and I've had no issues controlling my vehicle.
Hello? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on one second.
So just be mindful of that. I know who your husband is, okay, and this could have turned out very badly, and he just needs to be more cognizant of that.
Yes.
All right, whether or not somebody cut him off or not, we'll take that with a grain of salt. But the speed that he was driving was not the speed limit. It was well over the speed limit because there's over 2.5 feet worth of crush damage on this tree. This truck only weighs about 6,000 pounds. I'm a trained traffic investigator. That kind of crush depth would not have happened if he was only traveling at 25 miles an hour. Okay? So, there's no reason why he should have been driving, especially if you were right behind him. I mean, you guys are very aware of how this law works. You're very smart people, there's no reason he should have been driving. You guys have to be mindful of that, because then our hands are tied, and then we have to make phone calls, and other people have to be involved, and it puts everybody into a really crappy scenario, and I don't want to be there. The benefit here is that nobody out of the 7 people that stopped and told me about this, nobody stayed to say he was in that car. Had that been the case, my traffic units would have been here, worked the crash, worked the DUI, and he would have gone to jail. because he was obviously impaired. Nobody that's driving a car that has all their faculties about them wouldn't know where the water came from on his truck, on his shirt. It's because he had a drink in his hand, and when he crashed, the drink went all over him. And an airbag, this crash in and of itself, and the airbag wouldn't put somebody into that big of a loop that he didn't know what happened, and it's because he's intoxicated. So please, please, please have a very candid conversation with him about it, that this could have been very, very bad for him.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't appreciate being not given factual points about what happened.
I've never been in this situation.
I know, and that's why I'm telling you. The way to get out of the situation is nobody drives. We have Uber, we have Lyft, we have places that'll pick up your car and tow it for free. You're with him. I imagine you were with him.
I was a couple minutes behind him.
Okay, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Just
you.
please. I don't ever want to have to do this to a public official at all. Okay. All right. He's going to do the crash. It should be fairly quick. He probably won't stay. You'll just have to stay and wait for the tow truck to get here and pull the car off.
Yep.
There's no property damage or anything, so Greyhawk doesn't even have to be involved. So it should just be you and your insurance at this point. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Be careful. Thank you.
GR73, somebody.
Sure, 7110.
73, somebody.
Thanks for calling. Please leave your message.
What the?
Hello?
No, it just ended.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Woolzak?
Yes?
Hey, my name is Ben Main. I'm a sergeant with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Do you mind if I take a moment to speak with you?
Sure.
I'm calling in reference, I actually got your name from a posting you did on the Greyhawk Landing Neighborhood Board in reference to a traffic crash that occurred there by the back gate.
Yep.
So what I'm doing is I've been tasked with conducting follow-up investigation into it. So I'm trying to reach out to anybody. And I'm sorry, before I get too far, I got to let you know I'm calling from my office phone and these lines are recorded. But I'm reaching out and trying to find anybody who might have any more information or may have witnessed it.
What I posted about it was that I mentioned that there was a couple that was walking by that saw the unmarked police vehicle. The guy come out of the vehicle, looked like he was off duty, put his vest on. Anyway, this couple was walking their dog the very next day, somewhere around 7:30 p.m. And they don't live in Lakewood Ranch. They don't live in Greyhawk. They're in the next community over, but they do a regular loop.
Okay.
If you're wondering, if you're wondering, I actually didn't get their names. I probably should have. There were other postings that pretty much told me that the person, that they know the person. There are like 3 different people that I identified that all live right next door to each other on Nature View and one on Dove Trail.
So I'm trying to find anybody that might have seen the crash when it happened or right there immediately afterwards. And I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that couple I talked to saw it when the guy was getting out of his car and the first unmarked police had shown up. They said he couldn't stand straight to save his life.
Okay.
But that's what they told me, so that I'm not firsthand.
Okay. And do you know of anybody else who might have seen it? I mean, there was a couple people that I saw posted, but somebody, the Steve Rio, said he saw it right after it happened, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him. So.
Okay. Well, I have a piece of paper in my pocket because I'm the newsletter editor for this community.
Okay.
And I thought I was going to make a story of it, but then I started thinking that maybe I don't want to because there's now seems to be a suspicion that the person that was involved is either a police officer or a government worker, and that's why there's been so much interest in this thing. So I probably don't want to be putting it in a newsletter.
That's up to you, sir. I'm not going to tell you to do anything either way. I'm letting you know I'm following up on it to try and see, like I said, if we can find anybody who witnessed the crash or immediately thereafter. So.
Yeah. Okay. So the one person that posted online was Chris Swanger.
Mm-hmm. I saw a post that Chris has that said, but if I'm reading this correct, Chris said something about that this was at 10 o'clock that he spoke to somebody.
Pretty much everybody's saying, oh yeah, well, but I mean, everybody's pretty much saying that it happened around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And, but yeah, he said he spoke to the wife. Somebody else, let's see, Jess and Jim Stalaki at 12:450 Nature View. Somebody said, hey, aren't they like next door to you? Like they recognized the person's vehicle. Jason Smith is at 12539 Nature View, he commented. And Julie Fitzpatrick at 260 Dove Trail thought she knew that vehicle.
Well, I know who the truck belongs to. Like I said, I need to find somebody who might have actually witnessed the crash or just immediately thereafter. Because the deputy that was working off duty made mention that several people had kind of flagged him down and told him there was an accident. So that's what I'm trying to determine is who that may have been.
Yeah, that's about all the info I got. I'm mostly pretty much looking at those same Facebook postings that you.
Okay.
You've seen.
Could I leave you my telephone number, and if you hear anything or find anything out, or can you pass it on to anybody to have them call me?
What was your name again?
My last name is Main, M-A-I-N.
Okay.
My first name's Benjamin, and I'm a sergeant over here at the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Benjamin Main. And that phone number you called from is the one to call back.
No, you won't get it. I'll give you my extension. It's the number's going to be.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me grab a pen. I'm outside doing yard work.
Okay.
Same number with a different extension or last 4 digits?
No, it's a different number. This'll get you.
Okay.
I don't know where this number will get you if you call it back, but it's 941-747-3011. And my extension is 2017.
2017. Benjamin Main.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, if I mean, you seem to be in the know. about what's going on in the community and stuff. So, like I said, if you
Well,
happen to hear anything,
I do the newsletter, and it doesn't have any advertising, and it's 30 pages long. My main interest right now has been just zipping around looking at. You probably know we've got paving going on, and different things all over the neighborhood. Trying to report on that, and May 1st is coming around, so the May issue is coming out. To be honest, we got a bigger problem. While I got you for a second.
Yes, sir.
5 weeks in a row, 5 weekends in a row, and I have license plates. Friday nights and Saturday nights at the clubhouse at Mulberry.
The kids breaking the beer bottles.
The beer bottles. They leave 24 cans of things all over. The Saturday a week ago, a woman looked like a hooker showed up, like in her 28, 30 years old. But the rest of them were teenagers, all showed up within 10, 15 minutes, meaning I'm thinking they're posting on Instagram or something. Mm-hmm. And right ahead of that, an SUV had pulled in with 2 older gentlemen who both seemed wasted. We said, we're going to call the sheriff's police because you're trespassing, and they started going back, I'm not calling the sheriff's police. I'm not calling the sheriff's police. I mean, like, they didn't know what they were saying. I don't know if those guys bring the alcohol. I don't know if there's sex and drugs going on. But anyway, we know where one kid lives on Lavender Loop. We heard the other ones on Goldenrod. I've got 3 more license plates if you cared. Sheriff did show up, just shoot everybody away. But I mean, it's not so much that they're just, okay, so they drink Smirnoff Ice and Twisted Tea, but they wind up leaving glass in the pool area so somebody can cut their feet. They leave glass in the other areas.
So you know, I did speak with Carlene about this, and she's been in contact with one of our other supervisors to get a plan together to address this. So as far as I know, it is being addressed. I don't know if you've provided that information to her so she can get it over to...
Yeah, she knows about it. The CDD board knows about it. There's a CDD board meeting tomorrow, but it's almost like we have to put a 6-foot, 8-foot fence around our entire clubhouse area, including the parking lot, and put in a gate. It's going to cost us a ton of money, all because of, it's like this is the hangout place now, that clubhouse. I heard before it was the north entrance by where that truck accident was. The drug dealing was going on there all the time. But right now, it's like the clubhouse is the place to be. And we even know some of the parents, and you know, it's second marriages and things, I guess, aren't all working out. I don't know what, but...
So who's going to be the point of contact over there for these issues? Is it going to be Carlene?
Probably Carlene.
Okay.
But there's a person by the name of Mark Bush. Mark Bush deals with Allied Security. He's the CDD vice chair.
Okay.
But yeah, probably point person is Carlene.
Okay, I will get with some of our specialty units that work that sector, and I will have them get with Carlene and see if they can put a little more efforts into their
just a little more
preventative patrols there.
Yeah.
But I will take care of that. But like I said, if you could pass my name off to anybody who might have witnessed the accident or know anything else, especially that couple walking the dog, if you ever see them, I'd be really interested in speaking with them.
They sound like they're regulars. I might just swing by there around. Oh shoot, I got a 7 o'clock meeting. But anyway, I might swing by over there just to see if I see them walking again. But they didn't. They didn't actually see it happen. They saw it right when the police vehicle showed up and the guy was getting out of the vehicle. But I mean, that might be worth something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I have a duty and obligation to talk to everybody and at least try and figure it out. I mean, whether it makes a case or dismisses it, I still need to do it. So.
Okay.
I got to be impartial.
All right.
I appreciate it, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Sergeant Main.
Yes, sir. I received a message from you regarding an accident at Greyhawk Landing rear entrance last week.
Mr. Ryu?
Yes, sir.
Is it pronounced Ryu?
You said it perfectly. Nobody says it that way. You must know a Ryu or two.
It's French, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, so real quick, before we go too far, I got to let you know We're talking on sheriff's office phones, and the lines are recorded, okay?
Not a problem.
Hey, so I've been tasked with trying to do some follow-up investigation into this accident. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for anybody that might have witnessed it or was in close proximity when it happened. And I got your information from the Greyhawk Landing neighborhood message board on Facebook or whatever it was. So I saw you had made a post, so that's why I got your info and I was trying to call you.
Yeah, I did. I responded to a post. There was a guy talking, it looks like distracted driving, and he was texting and this and that. I just disagreed with him. I got there apparently right after it happened. I didn't actually see it happen, but what I did see was there was still steam coming off his radiator. He was in the truck, behind the wheel. He didn't seem to be moving much, and I pulled over basically ahead of where the accident was, and I was parked at like a 45-degree angle in the middle of the street looking back to make sure he was okay. And when I saw that, he wasn't responding, I went further down the road and turned around at Daisy Place and came back to check on him. As I was driving away, I saw that he was getting out of the vehicle. He went to the fence and sat down, and then by the time I got back to where the accident happened, he was back in the truck. So I got out of the truck. I rolled down my window and tried to yell, and he didn't respond. So I got out of my truck, and I went over and approached from the driver's side, and he was just kind of like sitting there, in shock. And then somebody else pulled up in another vehicle. I forget what the vehicle looked like, but she seemed to know him, and she was running towards the vehicle. And I said, "Hey, do you want me to call an ambulance or something?" And she said, "No, one's on the way." I said, "Do you know him?" And she said, "Yes, he's my husband."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay, not a problem." I said, "I just want to make sure he's okay." So she seemed to be aware of it. It must have happened a couple minutes before. She must have been called. I don't know. But there was chatter on that Greyhawk post, and my comment on that was just, I didn't like all the nonsense. People are speculating they had no clue and saying all kinds of things, and I just looked. I didn't see any skid marks. I didn't see any acceleration. To me, looking at it, it looked like he was going through some sort of medical issue or something, but I don't know.
So that was going to be my next question to you, and I don't want you to speculate, but just do you think was there anything wrong with him health-wise, or did he seem impaired, or could have been a diabetic issue, anything like that you saw?
What I was shocked at, I'm a diabetic myself, but I'm controlled diabetic. So, when I saw that he was just like comatose, is how I would describe him. That's what I thought of. I thought of that, something, he was going through something, he had something. He got out of the vehicle when I was pulling away, and he went and just sat down, but it kind of seemed like, my impression of it was he was just like in shock of the whole thing happening.
Okay.
But he didn't seem, to me, it didn't look like distracted driving because I didn't see any overreaction. I didn't see any steering, any marks, I'm not an investigator, so I don't do what you do, but I just didn't see signs of someone that looked like they were distracted. To me, it looked like there was the tire marks were very, very faint until just before the tree. So I don't know. To me, and to see the way he looked going to the fence and going back, he wasn't staggering. He didn't look like he was drunk or anything like that, but I don't know, but I'd say what got me was when he wasn't responding to me and he was looking down. He looked when he was behind the wheel again, and I said, "Hey, you okay?" And he wasn't responding, and he was kind of comatose. So that's my impression. His wife was right there, right after when I was trying to get his attention.
Okay.
So I didn't pursue it further, and I backed off because she seemed to have it under control.
I understand.
You know, and I just said, hey, you want me to call an ambulance? She said, no, he's, you know, one is on the way, she said. So I left it at that.
So, Mr. Reed, let me ask you this real quick, and if you said this, I'm sorry. I probably didn't hear it. But
no, it's okay.
Did you hear the truck hit the tree at all?
No, I came right after. It was probably around 10 minutes to 8, right around there.
And were you driving from?
I was driving home. I live on Daisy Place.
So were you driving? From the back gate or from the front gate?
Yes.
From the back
gate, going towards Daisy Place, and I saw the truck right there. You know, and I saw the radiator. You know, I saw the steam coming off the radiator, and I saw the guy in the truck, and I'm just looking over, and you know, and he's not getting out of the vehicle, so I pulled forward ahead and then parked my vehicle so I could, you know, kind of look back at him. And I saw him get out of the truck, and then did his. He
was the driver and the only person in the car.
That's the only person I noticed.
Okay.
I only noticed one person, him in the car, you know, behind the wheel, and then you know he got out, went to the fence, kind of you know sat down, and then by the time I got back, I said, okay, let me go check on him. So I went and drove up towards Daisy Place and turned around. By the time I got back, he was back behind the wheel.
What kind of car do you drive, Mr. Rio?
I drive a F-250 Ford Super Duty pickup.
Is it a dually?
No.
Okay. What color is it, if you don't mind me asking?
Black.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I have video of the back gate there, and I'll be able to tell approximately what time in relation he went through the gate and what time you went through the gate when you would have caught him to determine how quick it was.
Got it.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see him driving ahead. I didn't see him hit it. You know, I was clearly there after the fact.
Yes, sir.
But I think I was the first one there, is my impression, but I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong for that matter.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you've answered all my questions. I do appreciate your time. If I need anything else, I'll reach out to you.
Gotcha. On a personal, well, I mean, I don't even know if I can ask this, but was he texting at the time?
I don't know that yet, sir.
Okay.
I don't know that yet.
It's none of my business anyway, but.
So I'm kind of picking up off the traffic crash report and seeing if there's any criminal act or anything that might have led to this traffic crash. So that's what I'm investigating. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. First off, if there was any witnesses to it or anything else. I know some people are alleging.
Could be more help, but that's what I saw.
No, that's perfect. Hey, if by chance you talk to anybody in the neighborhood and they say, yeah, I saw it, will you please pass their information off to me?
Sure.
Or give them my information. Better yet, how about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
For them to call me. Real quick, Mr. Rio, one last question. There was a deputy that was working, I think, a special detail in there that night. You didn't happen to flag down the deputy and tell him about the crash, did you?
No, I didn't see a deputy. I live very close to where the accident happened, but I never noticed a deputy there on site or around.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I needed from you, sir. I appreciate it. If I need anything else, I'll reach out to you.
Yeah.
And thank you for your time.
Oh, you're very welcome. Good luck.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye now.